Okay, so hello everyone. Welcome to a Daily Dose of Hope, day 161. Um, a Daily Dose of Hope is just that, something I was guided to do, to come on, because everything's getting wackier and wackier on our planet as the energies are starting to increase. And so I'm just coming on to give a little bit of hope. And a Daily Dose of Hope has three parts. There's a little bit of a talk, there's a channeling, and then there's a pocket of peace, which is a guided meditation. So, what did I want to talk about today? So, one thing I wanted to talk about was I'm not sure if all of you are familiar with the singer songwriter Leonard Cohen, who I think he was more kind of a 60s songwriter, Canadian songwriter. I think if you're Canadian, you know him, because in Canada, they really push him. But other than that, I'm not sure, unless you're really into guitar music or folk music. Um, but yeah, he's an amazing writer. And all right. Michael, you say, yep, I know him. Good, good. All right. And TT Tracy says, yes, sound and audio and comments. All right. Woo-hoo. So I was just thinking about this song that Leonard Cohen wrote. It's called The Dealer. And I was just playing it one night. I was just taking a walk and just kind of like lost in my thoughts, and I was listening to it. And so the lyrics, I'm just off the top of my head. It's true that all the men you knew were dealers who said they were through with dealing every time you gave them shelter. You know that kind of man. It's hard to hold the hand of any man who's looking for the world to surrender. Okay, and then so it goes a little bit on, and then um, so he's looking for the card that is so high and wild, he'll never have to deal another. He's just some Joseph looking for a manger. So those are, yeah, from the top of my head, maybe they might be a little bit off, but that line that he's looking for the card that is so high that he'll never have to deal another. So just that line really kind of sums up a lot of, I think, what a lot of us are doing or we're doing in our lives, right? And that's what we're kind of taught, that we're just, don't worry, you just have to get that one thing and then everything's going to be fine, you know. Like for me as a musician, is just, you just have to write that one piece and it'll hit, and then everything will be fine, and then you don't have to write any other pieces ever again, you know, which doesn't make any sense. So why would you write a piece in the first place? Like, what? Just like the dealer, why would he deal in the first place? Like, what? Why isn't he just doing what he loves to do? So yeah, of course there's many answers to that. There's like millions of different answers for that, and they're all valid. But you know, so the dealer, though, that's, you know, sometimes in our life that's what we're doing. We're kind of like, if I get this thing, then everything's going to be fine, you know. And it's just like, and you get these things and nothing's fine, nothing changes, it's all the same. But we're like that dealer. We're just searching for that thing. Yes, we're gonna, once we get this. And I thought, it's just a perfect line. So I wanted to share that. Also sharing, there was an earthquake here in Japan. There's a lot of earthquakes here in Japan, but recently all over the world. But there was one in Kyushu, which is a bit east of here. Am I right? No, sorry, west of here. And but they, on my train ride home, they were kind of broadcasting it, saying, you know, there was an earthquake there, and so there's a high probability that there's going to be the big earthquake. They're always predicting this big earthquake that's supposed to come, and, you know, fear porn. But that's what it is. But yeah, so, and it happens right at the beginning of, this is a being the Obon holiday. So usually these things, they've never been right when they predict earthquakes. I hope they're not right with this one, but they're usually wrong. And they usually, like, they say like 10 seconds before it happened, usually, okay, in 10 seconds, there's going to be an earthquake. And you're like, what do? I just kind of stand here and wait for it to come, right? Thanks for the information. But this time they're kind of trying to get ahead of the story somehow. So I don't know what it means. It's interesting to me. I know that earthquakes sometimes have double meanings. That there's sometimes more to it than meets our eye. There's a lot going on underground, as was shown to be by Sandalphon. There's a lot more than we think happening underground, and just to give you oh, well, there you go. Indiana Jones, The Temple of Doom. That was playing on TV while I was eating lunch today. I just came down. It's like, oh, well, there you go. Yeah. So, yeah, there's a lot going on underground. So I don't know. I'm not sure what it means or what it is, but I know that all I know is that you put love into these stories. This is a story that's being put out, and I will put my love into the story and make it a beautiful story. Make it a story that will be filled with love. So that's those are the two things I wanted to talk about, and the other thing is just um, ley lines. So we had our session, our membership session a few weeks ago, and in the session, turns out that a few of us are ley line workers, ley line technicians, and so I started researching ley lines, and I found this woman. Her name is Rachel Vaughn, and she's a very cool woman. She's a psychic, and she's also a survivor, and she's also what is it? She started this group called Lay Lies Down. Lay. I'm gonna get it wrong. I'm sorry if you're listening. Please forgive me. But Rachel Vaughn, Lay Lines Down. I think it's called, and it's just basically about going out into the ley lines and putting love into them. Just fixing the ley lines. So she's a ley line technician, if there ever was one. And so I was watching her presentation today about ley lines, and it's really interesting stuff. So I really recommend checking it out. I'm not sure if she's on YouTube, but she's sure she's on Rumble. Very interesting stuff. And she was talking about how to spot ley lines, and very interesting. I had never even knew any of that. I knew just energetically, like sensing different places, but there's actual visual cues that you can get. So anyway, interesting stuff. And I know a lot of the shrines in Japan are built on their crossings of ley lines. They're ancient sites. So yeah, and so when I go to the shrines, that's what I'm kind of working with. So um, Kathleen, you say I work intensely with ley lines. Cool, very cool. Another technician here. All right. Very cool, very cool. Let's see. And TTT Tracy, you say I have an issue with bad obelisks. Some need to tumble where they've been placed. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know much about the like I mean, I know about them, and I know them, and I know, for example, like in New York City, there's one in the garden of the Metropolitan Museum of Art, I think it is, and they said that they shipped it over from Egypt in, I think, the 1800s, and it's just like, likely story. Now, I'm no detective, but I don't think that's very possible. And why would they ship it? Why would they spend so much money on? Yeah. So I think it was there from before, and they like to make up those stories to kind of, yeah, as we do, as we're making our story too. So this is the thing. That's what we're doing here, working with the ley lines, working with our energies. We're making the story now. We're creating the narrative, and it's a narrative of love. So, but yeah, so I think I'm not sure though about the obelisks. They might be remnants of an advanced civilization, and not a negative thing. And they might have, and this is something that I was taught as well, is that they might have just been inverted. That they do have power, but the power was inverted, and so that they themselves in themselves are not a negative thing. It's just, yeah, they are a powerful thing, just like the ley lines. The ley lines aren't negative things, but they can be charged negatively or positively. And so, like as ley line technicians, the job is to set them back to neutral, to the neutral point where they can do their power, fill it with love, which is neutral because it's the only truth, right? Um, so yeah, so I don't know. I'd have to find out more about that. But I kind of have the sense that's the issue, but I don't know for sure. Yeah. So those are the three things. Yeah, I just wanted to talk about. Um, yeah. So I'll go into a channeling, and maybe they could, you know, shed some light on any of these issues, on ley lines, or yeah, earthquakes. That's interesting. I wonder if the connection between earthquakes and ley lines. And yeah, obelisks. All right, let's just mix it all up into mix it all together. And here we go. Hmm. Greetings. We are that one that the Sanat Kumara, and we're here, and we're here, and we're here. And what we'd come on today, what we'd like to say today to all of you that are listening out there in this beautiful world, in this beautiful internet world, in this beautiful, beautiful connection, this beautiful place where you can find connections with so many different peoples. What we would say to you today is love, 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 love. Love is the answer. Love is the answer to every question you have. Every question you have, the answer is love. What should I do today? You should love. Where should I go today? You should go somewhere that is love. You should go with love. How should I go? How should I get there? Get there with love. All of the answers are there in love. Love will show you the answer. And love is the only answer, because although here, when you come down here into this wonderful fantasy land of separation, it seems as though there are other things other than love. And at times they seem like they have power, more power than love. And as you understand, this is just an illusion. Nothing has more power than love. Love is everything. Love is what you are made of. And you are made of love, and you are making this world. So this world itself is made of love as well, as you are projecting and extending the love that you are out into this world, so that you can see what it's like to create, what it's like, especially to create in this realm of free will, in addition to this realm of intense density. This is a very dense planet, a very dense dimension. And it is very hard to create in this dimension. So kudos to all of you for all of your amazing creations on this planet. Not many beings would be able to create in such a quagmire, such a dense place, but you're doing it. And you see, that the fact that you're able to create in this place means that when you go to higher dimensional places, your creative powers are amazing, are immense. And so that sense, you're cutting your teeth here using your creative powers. You are struggling through a very, very intense dimension. And it's like they say, if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. And that is what we would say about that. Now, this question that this being has about earthquakes and about ley lines and about monuments, about obelisks and all of these wonderful things, what we would say is that, yes, the ley lines are very powerful. It is the energetic structure of your earth. And this is what you were intended to interact with since the beginning. But that was taken offline, and you were given other experiences. But the experience of interacting more with the ley lines is coming online again. You see, uh, everything that you experienced down here was something that you decided to have. You decided with all of your brothers and sisters to have these experiences down here, to facilitate experiences for each other and facilitating this experience for all of you as well. It is a similar concept. And so you, with love, for your brothers and sisters, you came down here to facilitate amazing experiences for each other. And now is the time that you can start to experience this amazing experience of the earth. As the earth is raising its frequency, it is becoming more and more online in that sense, and you are able to connect with the ley lines even easier than before. A lot of the information was hidden to a lot of you for a very long time, and that information is becoming very clear now to everyone. It is readily available, and that is a sign of the times. That is a sign that it is time for you to understand how much power you have, and how much power you have when you interact with the earth's own energy. This is the energy of renewal, of regrowth, the energy to power things, to power everything that you need. Yeah, this energy that exists on this planet is perpetual energy. It is, you can use it forever. It never dries out. It never goes away. And as you start to work with these ley lines and to turn them towards the neutral point, you'll be amazed at what this planet is capable of, and then what you are capable of doing when you work together, when you collaborate with this planet. It is a beautiful, beautiful time. And these different churches, these obelisks, these shrines, they are markers. They are markers that are built over very important parts of these ley lines. They are markers to show you where the important part of the energy is. And so if you have an issue with these obelisks, with these monuments, we would suggest going out, or in your mind, in your imagination, praying, sending positive energy into those places. That is the most powerful thing that you can do. Sending the powerful energy into that matrix there, into that matrix of light, into that ley line, will create such tricks there, into that matrix of light, into that ley line, will create such beautiful energy. And so that is what we would suggest to you, all of you. We are that one that you know of as Sanat Kumara. All right. So, yeah. So I got my drum today, and I'm gonna drum a bit. And hey, Jacqueline. So we got TTT Tracy, got Michael and Kathleen and Jacqueline. Hello, hello, hello. All right. So got my drum. We're gonna do a pocket of peace. All right. So this pocket of peace is, we're gonna, of course, to connect with the love that we all are, and we're gonna add some love into the ley lines. We're just gonna project or extend love into the ley lines and into all of these, into all of this crazy weather patterns and things like that. Let's do it. So I'd like you to take 3 deep breaths. Good. I'd like you to imagine now that you're surrounded by the love of unconditional love, the light of unconditional love. It surrounds you like a blanket. It caresses you. It makes you feel at home. You feel more at home than you've ever felt before. And this love is your love. This is your birthright. This is love that is with you before you were born. It will be with you after you pass. It's been with you through other lives, throughout eternity. This is your love that is from your Creator. And this love is for you. And this love sees you as you are and loves you as you are and knows how perfectly wonderful you are. There's nothing that you have to do to get this love. This is always yours. You don't have to win this love. This is yours. There's no qualifications for this love. You are loved. And with this love, you realize that you're here. You are perfect, and you are in this eternal now moment. There's no past, there's no future, there's nothing to worry about, there's nothing to regret. You're just feeling this love, love, love. Good. And I'd like to expand that love out into your space, into your room, or wherever you are, so that everything is just covered with this light, shimmering light. And everything is covered with this light. And this light is the light of love, which means it's hope and which means it's peace. And so everything you look at just reflects back to you the love, the unconditional love. And then just expand this love into the whole world. Everyone around the whole world is just feeling this love. You look at people and you say, look, they just stopped what they're doing and they're feeling this love, because we're sending it out along the ley lines throughout the mass consciousness. Whew. This love is powerful. and everyone is feeling it. Imagine it going out into these ley lines. They're like rivers, and imagine these are rivers of light that you are sending out from the love that is in your hearts, and everyone is picking up on it, and they're just saying, yeah, I feel this. The air is electric. This energy is wonderful. I'm getting goosebumps. Yeah, I feel this. And I feel more at home than I've ever felt before, more alive, more electric. All the pain is gone, all the suffering is gone, all the sadness is gone. It's just pure love here, pure love. Oh, yeah. Ah, yeah. And you feel that, and they feel that. And even the inanimate objects, the buildings, the cars, the trucks, the streets, everything is just filled with love, and it's shimmering and electric, and you are electric, and you're sending this love out throughout all the ley lines, throughout all the mass consciousness. Yeah. And your story is now the story of love, and you're walking in your path, the path of love. And so in this path of love, all the stories that you see will shift and change into the stories of love. The stories that instill fear now will shift and change into the stories of love. The stories that instill fear now instill hope, instill peace. Look at that. All the stories, everything is turning, and it's turning its shape, transforming into the shape of peace, of love, of a heart yearning to love and connect. Everything is just love now. You can see it. Everything is turning white into this light of unconditional love. Everywhere you look, it's just blinding light of love. So much hope everywhere. Yeah, we got this. We got this thing. We're bringing the light. We're bringing the light to the party. We're bringing the light to the barbecue. We're bringing the truth to the barbecue, to the party, to this earth, to this time. And it's more powerful than anything. All right. So thanks, guys. This is Pocket of Peace for day 161, 9:38 Japan Standard Time on the Lionsgate here, August 8th here in Japan. And hey, Judy, Michael, Jacqueline, and Kathleen, TTT Tracy, thanks for joining in. Everyone else as well, thank you so much for joining in. I hope you're hopeful, and hopefully I will see you guys tomorrow. Remember, you can use the Pocket of Peace wherever you go. Take it with you, put it in your pocket, take it out, or make it yourself, however you want to do it. Sometimes making it into a shape of something is good. Mango. Pelican mango. All right. So thanks, guys. Thank you very much. I will see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully, if all goes well. So ciao for now. Thanks, guys.